Alright, it's late on a Friday night and I was restless and didn't want to go to sleep. So I decided to tackle the leaking diff. It's been leaving a spot on my garage floor since I bought it. You can see where it's leaking. Obviously it drips down to the bottom. I'm hoping you're guessing it's just the seal, or the gasket, which I already ordered from Rock Auto. And you may already know, but in case you don't, the first step of replacing differential fluid or the gasket is making sure you can get the fill drain plug out, because you'd hate to get the cover off and all the fluid out and then not be able to get the fluid back in it to the right level. So you always take off the fill plug first to make sure you can get that off before you drain your fluid. So now I've gone most of the way around the top bolts. Just the bottom three are left because the sway bar is in the way. My socket wrench with, I think it's a half-inch socket, doesn't fit through here. So I'm gonna use a wrench. What a shame, so close. How about this one? Nope. Gonna use a wrench. I guess I could pry the sway bar away a little bit, but I'll try a wrench first, hopefully that works. Every time I work on this car, I thank myself for buying a rust-free car. These came off so easy, just like all the other ones, but I was worried that the angle would make it hard. I couldn't fit the box end in there, but I was able to fit the open end in, and they came off, at least so far, super easy. No rust, no corrosion keeping these bolts on. It's just coming right off. All right, here we go. Time to crack it open. Let's see how much was left from all the leaking. Alright, it's gonna need something stronger than a screwdriver. Alright, tool number 2. Tool number 2. Alright, I think I got it now. There it goes. Well, not only was it leaking, it's kind of nasty looking. I went for a short drive before this to warm it up a little bit. Oh yeah, it's off. Somebody, I was noticing when I was taking the bolts off, somebody put silicone goop stuff all over this. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it is all over it. That's why I started to get off. I don't know if it was put on because it was leaking, or put on and then it caused the leak, or neither. Just a coincidence maybe, but it's going to be a lot of scraping. There's the G80 rear end, folks. Coveted G80 limited slip. When I was considering buying this car, I looked up on the RPO codes what the rear end ratio was. I forget right now. I think it was either the tallest or the second tallest, so that's fun. Ooh. Okay, I thought the magnet had way more metal on it than I thought. It's still got a lot, but hopefully that's, you know, 140K worth. It's a good bit of metal. It does have a slight rear end noise or something. Maybe it's the rear brakes when I'm driving, but nothing super concerning yet. But as it turns out, it's just as well in cleaning this off. So while I'm down here, I might as well do the hard part first and clean the differential, and then I'll do the cover after. All right, time to scrape. Razor blade, another type of razor blade, another type of razor blade with a handle. Got some old kids' pajamas I'm going to use to try to protect some of the gears so that if any gunk falls in there, maybe it'll prevent it from falling too far into the gears, but we'll see.
Fire burns.
Alright, now it's time for the cover.
From start to end, wind blew dirt on a white dress, plume of smoke and a bottle, country young, hard to swallow. Barren sea return to me. Covered her eyes, saw black turn white. Looked like a TV screen. They left the country for the desert. Desolate coast knows no ocean. They're picking out cherries. Country young, hard to bury. The barren sea return to me. Covered her eyes, saw black turn white. Looked like a TV screen. Barren sea return to me. Covered her eyes, saw black turn white. Looked like a TV screen.
Alright, now for the really messy part, putting new fluid back in. I've got some Mobil 1 synthetic gear lube 7590, which I think is the right weight. I heard some conflicting information on whether or not you should use synthetic. I'm going to use synthetic because that's what I have, to be honest. You saw all the metal on that rear differential. I don't think synthetic versus non-synthetic is going to be the make or break for this differential, so I'm just going to send it with this. I've got a whole bunch of bottles of this. And I'm going to try and get it in now without making too much of a mess anyway. Alright, I just snipped down the lid of one of these. Probably cut a little too short, but it's pretty close. And let's see what happens. Alright, it's coming out pretty fast now. That looks like it's full. Pretty sure that's full. I'm going to put a bit more in just to make sure, but you might be able to see it's dripping down even now. Yeah, it's full. Alright, time to clean up and take it for a drive. Stopped by an old haunt of mine on Halstead Street. I used to rent this garage with a buddy of mine. We used to store our old BMWs, tools, and other gas-powered toys in here. Just like when we used to spend our time there, they pile all the trash cans in front of the door, all the neighbors, but nice to know the neighborhood hasn't changed much. It's still nice. Alright, time to head back home before the rats eat me. Looking underneath the car to see if it's leaking. I don't see any leaks or drips or so it looks like the rear gasket did the trick, the seal did the trick, and I'll call this one a success and cross it off the list.